Hey everyone, so I know some of you have been asking for a video of the warm-up, so I thought I would make one for you guys. So I'm going to do best to what I remember of the warm-up we did in college. I've added in just a few extra stretches that I do for myself. You don't have to do them though. But yeah, so this should be the regular warm-up. Like I said, best to my memory. Some of the wording might be off or a little different, but hopefully this helps you guys and this is what you're looking for. Alright, so let's start. Everyone down on your stomachs. You're going to do palm on top of palm, forehead on hands. Take a deep breath in and relax. Let it out. You want to feel your body lengthening from your head all the way down to your toes. Your spine is stretching out. Feel your rib cage sink deeper into the ground as you inhale and then exhale. Bring your hands comfortably by your ears. And you're going to roll up, forehead, nose, chin into the cobra. Elbows bent, shoulders down. And push back into the prayer position. Curl your toes under and push up into the downward facing dog. Bend one knee and then the other. Bend one knee and then the other. Bring both heels down to the ground. Roll on through, back into the cobra, and release down to the ground. And rolling up, forehead, nose, chin, into the cobra. Push back into the prayer position. Walk your fingers forward and bring your elbows down for an even greater stretch. Curl your toes under, push up into the downward facing dog. Bring both heels down to the ground. Don't forget to breathe. And bring your right foot up into a lunge. Bring it up by your hands. Now you want your knee to be right above your ankle. So you have that 90-degree angle with your legs. You're going to keep your fingers down by your foot and look forward. And then with the other knee, you want to bring it as close to the ground as possible without touching it. And bring your right foot back into the downward facing dog. Then bring your left leg up into the lunge. Again, you want your knee right above your ankle so you have that 90-degree angle. You're going to keep your hands here, looking straight ahead. Bring your right knee as close to the ground as possible without actually touching. Deep breath in, let it out. And bring your left leg back into the downward facing dog, both heels down to the ground. And swing your hips on through. Release down to the ground. One more time, rolling up, forehead, nose, chin, into the cobra. Push back into the prayer position. Curl your toes under, push up into the downward facing dog. Bend one knee, and then the other. Bend one knee, and then the other. Bring both heels down to the ground. Swing your hips on through, and release down to the ground. Bring your arms forward, up over your head, and roll on over to your back. And also remember too, you can go into tremor for the entire exercise if you want a vocal warm-up as well. Remember, it's the nice, easy breathing, just adding a little vibration into your sound. The nice, So that's an option that you guys can do as well. Right, so we had just rolled over, we're down on our backs. We're going to bring our arms up over our head. We're just going to stretch your hands to the wall behind you, your toes to the wall in front of you. We're going to stretch our spines. And bring our arms up to the ceiling. Interlace our fingers. Bring it down. We're going to take our head inside of our hands. We want to take the full weight of our head inside our hands. And then you're going to gently bring your chin up to your chest. Again, taking that full weight of your head. And then using your elbows, you're going to take those nice, easy turns. Relax your jaw, your tongue. Everything's relaxed. And then gently bring your head down to the ground. And then bring your heels up to your pelvis. This actually should have come before the head rolls. I just remembered that. So you're going to bring your heels up as close as you can to your pelvis. Take a hold of your ankles, your pants, just get as close as you can. And tilt your pelvis up, just so it's just above the ground. Your butt's just above the ground. And release. Tilt your pelvis up. Release. Tilt your pelvis up and keep moving up. Lower back. Middle back. Upper back. Pelvis at its highest extension. And bring your pelvis down. Keep your pelvis pointed up. You want to keep that up the whole time. You want to start down, going through your upper back, middle back, lower back, finally your pelvis. And tilt your pelvis up. Straighten your pelvis, lower back, middle back, upper back. Pelvis at its highest extension. Release down to the ground. Middle back, upper back, lower back. Finally your pelvis. One more time. Rock your pelvis up. Keep moving up. Lower back, middle back, upper back. Pelvis at its highest extension. You can bring your hands comfortably by your ears and push up into the bridge. Take a deep breath. Let it out. Look one way and then the other. And if you can, bring your right leg up and point. Release that. Bring your left leg up, point, release that. And you're going to want to slowly release yourself down to the ground. You want to start with your head, your neck, shoulders. And just like before, we're going to go down, keep our pelvis tilted up. Going upper back, middle back, lower back. Finally the pelvis. And bring your arms up to the ceiling. Spread your fingers, reach, 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 and release. And reach your arms up to the ceiling. Reach, 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 release. One more time, arms up to the ceiling. Interlace your fingers. Push your palms up to the ceiling. And then you're going to push up through your legs into a seated position. Right? So you're going to go. Release your lower back, reach down to your toes. If you can, go as far as you can. Your toes, your ankles, mid-calf, just reach as far as you can. And switch back and forth between pointing your feet and flexing them. And then reach out and up. Bring your knees up to your chest. Release your lower back. And you want to sink your chin into your chest, creating this nice curve in your back. And then building up lower back, middle back, upper back, shoulders and head. Release the knees. Bring your feet up towards your pelvis. Take those nice, easy butterfly flaps. You want to keep a nice straight back in this position. Look one way, then the other. One way, then the other. All right, and then extend it out and up. And release down to your toes. Again, switching back and forth between pointing, flexing your feet for more stretch. And extend out and up. Release your lower back, bring your knees up to your chest, chin to your chest. And build up. Lower back, middle back, upper back, shoulders and head. Release the knees, bring your feet up to your pelvis. Take those nice, easy butterfly flaps. Straight back, shoulders down. One way, then the other. One way, then the other. And extend your feet out, arms up. And reach on down to your toes. And now this is where I add in an extra stretch, where you spread your legs out. We're going to reach just these nice pulses towards the center. And then over to our right foot. And tilt your torso so it's over your leg like this. And again, you can go back and forth between pointing and flexing your feet for a greater stretch. Then you're going to turn your torso out, bring your left arm across. Again, take those nice little pulses, stretching out these muscles right here and also in your back. Going back and forth between pointing, flexing. Tilt your pelvis back in. Not your pelvis, your torso. Back in. Good, and reach back towards the middle. Nice pulses. And then over to your left leg. Going back and forth between pointing and flexing your feet. Through torso again, right over your leg. Then tilt your torso out, bring your right arm across. Stretching all right here and in here as well. And then tilt your torso back in. And then reach again back towards the center. And then you can bring your legs back together. And one last time. Down and up. Release your lower back, bring your knees up, chin to your chest. Building up, vertebrae by vertebrae, lower back, middle back, upper back, shoulders and head. Release at the knees. Bring your heels up to your pelvis. Take those nice, easy butterfly flaps. Straight back, shoulders down. One way, then the other. And extending out and up. And then you're going to slowly release yourself down to the ground, vertebrae by vertebrae. Reaching your arms out to the wall in front of you, slowly bring yourself down. Want to go down slowly, lower back, middle back, upper back, all the way down to the ground. And kick back into the plow. Go back as far as you can. Now, you will not suffocate in this position. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. And just feel the weight
your stomach and how your ribs are in this position. Take it in. This is a good position where if you want to go for a little extra, flex your feet to the wall behind you. You notice your legs will start to tremor, which is good. And then if they're doing that, and this is a good position to do it, you can go into the vibration. That's good for me. But if you want to do more vibration, you can. Alright, so then you're going to extend your heels while they're flexed towards the wall behind you. And then if you can, you want to take a hold of your ankles. Now if you can't, I like to do is take my fingers and put them down here, and then use that to slowly help me bring myself down, because you don't want to flop out of the position. So you can try that, but if you can, take hold of your ankles, keeping your feet flexed. And you want to slowly bring yourself down as to not flop out of the position. Yourself down. Then when you get your pelvis down, you want to point your feet and flex, and point, flex, release at the knees, feet down to the ground, extend your legs out. I'm going to take a deep breath, let it out. And come on up and float. Oh yeah, we still do this one. Alright. And you can do this for as long as you want, usually the length of a joke. I don't have any jokes, sorry guys. So we'll just float around. Alright, now we're going to point. Point, point, point. Keep it going and release. One more time. Come on up and float. Again, tell yourself a funny joke as you're floating. And point, 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 and release. Bring your arms out to the side and shoot on up from your sternum. There we go. From your sternum. And then you're going to bring your arms out, toes together, holding your beach ball, and extending out and up, and release down to the ground. Bring your arms out, come up from the sternum, take a hold of your beach ball, extend out and up, release down to the ground. One more time, arms out to the side, shoot up from the sternum, take hold of your beach ball, extend out and up, release down to the ground. You're going to bring your knees up to your chest, hug your knees nice and close. What I like to do is once I bring my knees up, I take these nice pulses with both my knees up towards my chin. And I'll do some nice circles. Easy circles to work out my lower back one way. And then the other. Okay. And then this is something I added so I can stretch, I don't even know what they're called, but these muscles behind my thighs. So what you do is you're going to take your right leg, you're going to cross it over your left knee, and then you're going to reach under, take a hold of your left knee. You're going to take these nice pulses, that's going to push this right leg closer to you, working those muscles. Just take these nice pulses to work out that. If you can flex your right foot. You can flex both, but if you flex your right foot, it just creates even more of a stretch. And bring your right leg down, both knees back up. Then you can switch, crossing your left leg over your right knee, reaching under, take hold of your right knee. Take those nice pulses, bring your right knee up It's going to stretch out that left leg. And if you flex your left foot, it creates an even greater stretch. All right, and you can release your left leg. Bring both knees up to your chest. And then you're going to extend your left leg down, keep your right knee up. You want your left leg to be in a straight line. You take your right knee, take those nice pulses up to your right shoulder. And you want to take it across your body. Take some nice pulses with your right knee up towards your left shoulder. And then you want to keep bringing that right knee across your torso all the way to the floor on the other side. Now, and then you're going to reach your right arm out. And so what you really want is you want to have your right knee and your right shoulder blade touching the ground. So just do the best you can, get them both as close to the ground as possible. You want to turn your head toward the right. Take a good look at your right arm. Look at your fingers. Then you're going to want to take those nice turns with your arm. Take your right arm going up, over your head, across your body, down by your toes, and back to its original position. And bring both knees up to your chest, original position. And keep your left knee up, extend your right leg down, keeping it straight. Take those nice easy pulses with your left knee up to your left shoulder. And then bring your left knee up towards your right shoulder. Again with those nice easy pulses. And then keep bringing your left knee across your torso all the way till your right knee's touching the ground. And again, if you can, you want to try and have your knee, so in this case your left knee and your left shoulder touching the ground. Stretch out your eyes, look across to your left arm. Look at your fingers in this position. Really feel the stretch. Then you're going to bring your arm between those nice circles, like the hands of a clock. You're going to go up, over your head, across your body, down by your toes, back to its original position. And return to center, bringing both knees up to your chest. And again, we're going to take those nice, easy circles, hugging both our knees to our chest. We're going to go one way, and then the other. One way, and then the other. Keeping our knees to our chest, we're going to turn over to our side, bringing our knees down to the ground to the fetal position. And then we're going to come up onto our toes and get into the crouch. Sink your heels down to the ground to try and get as great of a stretch as you can. Then if you feel like you need more of a stretch on your inner thighs, you can spread your legs out and go into a squat and hold it like this. Just as long as you can, or for however long you feel you need the stretch. That's just an additional option if you feel like you need more. So down to the crouch. That's where we were. So then what we're going to do is we're going to bring our tailbone up. We're just going to dangle over our legs. You want to keep your knees slightly bent in this position. You'll feel like a rag doll. Take a deep breath. Out. Just feel everything sink to the ground. If you can, take a hold of your elbows. Let it hang. It just creates more of a stretch. And you can sway them back and forth. And then you want to build yourself up. Slowly, keeping your arms dangling. Building up vertebrae by vertebrae. Starting with your pelvis. Lower back, middle back, upper back, shoulders. Finally your head. Bring your arms up. Release your fingers. Pointing 2 fingers up. Good to reach over to your right. And your left. Reach back. Forward. And release. And we are all set. That is the warm-up. I hope it was everything you guys remembered it to be. If you guys ever need help or anything else, just let me know. And I hope I did you proud, Laura Stanley. Alright guys, take care. Hope you enjoy.